Are You Kidding Me? The Lost Art of Common Sense and How Not to Be a Moron Most of Your Life. Written by John Lasiter. Narrated by Millian Quinteros. Introduction. Everybody slips up when it comes to common sense. Common sense is definitely not a one-stop objective. It's a perspective that needs consistent sustaining and application, and this book gives perspective on your common sense somewhat further. Common infers that there is an accessible thing to everybody, which can be unreservedly used by common, privileged, and educated individuals. Sense frequently alludes to one of the body's senses and its capacity to see outside stimuli, like smelling, seeing, touching, and so on. Fundamentally, sense refers to a comprehension of something and knowing a circumstance is based on present or past encounters. Set up the two words and you get an arrangement that is broadly accessible to everybody, or for the most part, accessible knowledge. Common sense can be learned and applied in ordinary circumstances, paying little mind to your experience, preparation, intellectual quotient, societal position, or experience. The more we have been prepared to think one way, by our working environment, family, culture, and so on, the more prominent the possibility that occasionally we permit messy or autopilot thinking to replace common sense. We are humans. We are untrustworthy. Furthermore, our brains work in certain ways as a method for giving alternate ways to guarantee survival in this present reality, where being hunted by predators could take your life. Like the adage, things are not normally how they appear. Keen individuals don't generally get things done in a brilliant manner. In some cases, keen individuals can do silly things like ceaselessly betting all of their money on the stock exchange, having extramarital illicit relationships that destroy their marriage or their political profession. While every one of us make our own reality out of encounters and create our reality through this individual focal point, generally we comprehend that our sense of reality is just a little part of a bigger picture. For certain individuals, notwithstanding, their sense of reality turns into the lone sense of the real world, and they accept that they can control or mysteriously change circumstances to turn out the manner in which they need them to be. Irrational behaviors become the headline for some, and madness for the less lucky. What is the reason and which means of common sense? As per Merriam-Webster, common sense is related to exercising sound and reasonable judgment based on a simple impression of the circumstance or realities. This definition proposes that common sense relies on not overcomplicating the circumstance.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?